Hello everyone, I'm back from my small sabbatical. So today we're going to be doing a YouTube tutorial on constructors. Now I do know that I've already made some object-oriented videos in the past. Check them out if you haven't already. And I've now realized that I haven't explained constructors properly and in depth. So today's video will be going over constructors, and I'm going to be using C# simply because it's like a more object-oriented based architecture, how the language is made. But really any language can be used because all languages that are object-oriented related have a constructor inside of it. So anyway, let's start. So let's paint a picture here for a second. Let's suppose if we're a car company, and let's go ahead and pick out our name of Monda. Oh yeah, I don't want to get copy striked. So all these cars have similar attributes, however different attributes altogether. For example, different cars have different names, different makes, and different colors. Now, these attributes are all very important inside of a class, and it looks something like this. Now, as you can see over here, the definition for a class looks something like this. We have a string for our name, an integer for our year, and a public string for our color. Now, if we want to actually utilize this class, it actually takes up quite a bit of code. First of all, I have to make a brand new car object. Then I have to go ahead and specify each and every single attribute one by one. I have to go car1.name, Honda Civic, car1.year, 2020, car1.color, black. And then if I want to go ahead and print it out, I can just specify the object name as well as the attribute. So if I run this, it's going to go done. So to run it, I go .run, but depending on what editor you're using, that's going to differ. So as you can see over here, it goes Honda Civic. Now, over here, there's some errors, or there aren't errors, there are warnings. So this is because we're not using the constructor class, and we're actually going to get into that right now. So see how it takes about 3 lines of code unnecessarily just to fill up these values? What if I told you that by using a constructor, we can make this process a lot quicker? Now, that's what constructors do. A constructor is a base function inside of your class that allows you to basically do a setup method right when the class is initialized. So currently when the class is initialized, nothing really happens. But if I go inside of here and I go ahead and create a brand new function, so I go public, and I have to use the same name as the class. So I go public cars. And inside of here, all I do is I go ahead and I get some attributes from the user, just like how you would in a function. I go string car name, I go int year made, and string car color. Car color. Now I can go inside of this function, and I can go ahead and take these attributes that I have over here and just put them in. So I can go name is equal to car name. I can go year is equal to year made. And I can also just go car color is equal to the color of the car. All right, now let's go back over here. As you can see, there's a red squiggly line. This is because when I'm initializing the car, the values aren't filled in correctly. Because when I make a brand new car object, it'll automatically run this function. And I haven't specified a car name, a year made, or a car color. Now to do this, we're going to run this like how we would specify parameters inside of a function. So instead of writing new car1.name as Honda Civic, I can go ahead and just copy this and delete this out. And then I can go ahead and repeat this process for every single attribute I have. Okay, as you can see over here, we have what originally took about 4 lines of code can be done inside of 1 line of code. Now, if I were to go ahead and run this, like so, we get Honda Civic. And why is there an error? Oh, sorry. What I was supposed to do was I was supposed to set the color equal to car color. Yeah. So now, if I were to go ahead and run this, I'm going to see no warnings whatsoever. This is because we've used a constructor. This constructor allows for us to set up a base class that builds out the basic attributes of our car. And now we can go ahead and make more and more cars with much more readable code. Now, the question is, do you really need a constructor? In reality, regardless of whether or not you use one, your code will still function normally. However, using a constructor allows for you and your peers to read code and more easily debug your problems. Thank you guys for watching and have a nice day.